and I liked the story, I liked the plot, but it was a little bit too smutty for me. I felt like I had to fast forward through so much because, like, I'd be cleaning my house and it would, like, start talking crazy. And I'd be like, and then I'd fast forward. And it just got, like, more like that towards the end, so I felt like I was fast forwarding more often. And then I kind of just got, like, a little lost in the sauce. Because I would fast forward a little too much or something, and I'm like, So I will not be reading the second one. But I do get it. I get why people like Anathema by Carrie Lake so much. I'm also really not. I'm just getting into fantasy, so I'm learning my taste as far as fantasy goes. So I finished that one. I'm still reading Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. It has taken me forever, and I love it. I love it, so I don't know why it's taking me so long. It is a long book. It's like a 500-page book. But I'm not tearing through it. I think I'm just kind of savoring it. I pick it up. I'm reading later, too, so, like, later in the day, so I get tired. Throw it to the side. I just clicked. My gum just clicked, actually. And then I started Next of Kin. Finally, you guys don't know how many times I have missed this. I put it on hold. And then it comes in when I'm, like, unavailable or I'm knee-deep in other books and I have to not accept it. But Next of Kin is by Kia Abdullah, who wrote one of my favorite books, Take It Back. And Next of Kin is about a set of sisters, right? One of them is like a career woman. She makes a ton of money. And then her other sister is a mom. She's a secretary. They're both married to their respective partners. And one day, the brother-in-law calls the business sister, okay? The like the more, the kidless one. And he's like, hey, I need you to take your nephew to daycare today. Something came up at my job and I just need your help today. And the sister-in-law's like, okay, well, I'm really busy over here, but you know what? I'll do it. She goes to pick up the kid. The dad gets him into her car. On the way back to work, this isn't spoilers, like, this is what the book is about. She gets calls from work. Get back here, this is crazy, we need you to unlock your door so we can get these papers, whatever. She forgets to drop the kid off at daycare on one of the hottest days of the year. And so the kid passes away in her car. And then I think it goes into, like, investigation and, like, obviously, there's more to it. It's a whole book. That's right at the beginning. It's not cut and dry. And that's, like, where I'm at now is just everything that you already know about the book before it even, like, really kicks off. It's gonna be good. I can tell it's gonna be good. What have I been eating? I made a really good egg salad. Just eggs, mayo. I had some dill seasoning that I got in Milwaukee. And we had pizza. We had the Pacific. I had the Pacific veggie pizza from Domino's. It was actually really, really good. But nope, never again the heartburn. The pizza gives me is just not worth it. But if you don't have heartburn issues, I do recommend the Pacific veggie from Domino's. I was like, look at Domino's. They're like stepping up their game. What have I been playing? I really haven't got to play any games, but I did get to play with my oldest daughter. Brought her little puppy over yesterday. He's like 6 months. He's a Pomeranian. He's jet black, so his name is Jet. And he's a sweetheart. So we got to see him yesterday, and then the dogs all played in the yard. He was kind of scared of Peps, because as you can imagine, a Pomeranian versus, Peps, pretty intimidating. And Peps would try to, like, play, and that dog was just like, ah. They'll get used to each other, a few times over here, and they'll start to get used to each other. And then I guess playing, we did go to a reptile show. I'm just a team player. It was disgusting. he's like, ugh, and I'm like, don't drop him. But yeah, I held a bearded dragon, he held a bearded dragon, and then my husband touched it because my husband, I was like, he's like, oh, that was, nice of you to pick it up and hold it, but I was like, somebody's got to be the man around here. My husband is more terrified of like the lizard stuff than I am. We literally just go because my kid is a little hype for that stuff. So we saw the list, lots of lizards, snakes. No, 2 thumbs down. But I did like to look at the scorpions. There were scorpions there. There was these big prehistoric looking like centipede things. Tarantulas. My son spotted a black widow. He's like, this is a black widow. I was like, oh, I doubt they have that here. And I look at the thing and it says, yeah, black widow. I'm like, okay, it's a black widow. Axolotls. They had axolotls there for $35. That's crazy. I'm never gonna get one. Well, I won't. I'm not gonna care for one. I think they're adorable, but the care. And then apparently they're really dumb and they like eat rocks and stuff. And then you either have to get them surgery or they die. I don't know. It's just, let's just look. We go to observe and to learn. What was I watching? The Murdochs. I finally got around to watching the Murdochs on Hulu, and it was really good. Man, Patricia Arquette, she is highly underrated. She knocked that role out, and then so did the guy. I don't know what his name is, but the guy that played Alec Murdoch. If you don't know what the Murdoch, it's on Hulu, but you can watch it through your Disney Plus. The Murdochs is a real case about this Southern family that was, generations in law. And Alec Murdoch and his brother were like they followed in their dad, lawyer's footsteps, and Alec was extremely shady. He had all kinds of shady shit going on. All kinds of bad money moves and fraudulent charges. But because he was where he was at in society and in his job, he just kept covering it up and digging himself into a deeper hole, and then he kills his wife. I mean, that's just the story. It's not a spoiler. That's the true crime of it. And then they dig into like what else was going on in the family with the money, with the sons, him cheating and all kinds of. It was gross. He was a gross human being. So we watched all of that. We went to go see the Predator, the new Predator, and I'm so sorry, but I walked out. Who am I sorry to? Myself. I was so excited. Didn't even watch a preview. I'm like, no, I love Predator. Well, it was me, my husband, and my oldest son. We go. We're watching it for about 30 minutes, and I'm like, I look over at my husband. He's like, yeah. I was like, hey, to my son, because he goes to the movies by himself anyways. I was like, we don't like it. He's like, go ahead and go. Literally, nobody was in the theater. Like, I don't think anybody was besides us. It was too sci-fi. It just crossed over that line where I was like, it was too futuristic sci-fi. So, I walked out, couldn't get into it. Plus, it wasn't just that, but they had it blaring. I had my hands over my ears, and it was still kind of loud. I was like, I'm so uncomfortable. But my son enjoyed it. He got home. He was like, it was pretty good for him. I watched The Lost Bus on Apple TV, and I'm doing a spoiler of that over on. I don't know yet. I'm doing a spoiler of it. As far as YouTube, I've just been watching people's journal ecosystems, movie trailers, and personal curriculums. I love watching people's personal curriculums. I'm just a nosy. I'm like not nosy in real life, but on YouTube, I'm like, oh, show me what's in your bag. What are you learning right now? Like, I don't know. It just does something for me. What have I been obsessing about? Interactive consuming. So I'm trying to be more aware of. I know, like, I like to watch stuff. I like to watch TV. I like to watch movies. I like to watch YouTube. But I'm trying to be more aware of what I'm watching, and I'm like, how is this serving me, or how can I be inspired by this literally, instead of just imagining that I will be later. And really, gonna hurt me financially, absolutely, but it was necessary. So, redecorated one of my Kindles. I've been loving daily subbing. I still needed the week off, but I'm so much happier.